Something happened in Britain last month that nobody fully explained. A man won the biggest election victory his party had seen in over 20 years. 412 seats, a landslide, the whole country watching. 2 years later, he was gone. Not defeated in an election, not removed by a scandal, just gone. Because the people who voted for him stopped believing in him so completely that even his own cabinet walked out. The most unpopular Prime Minister in modern British history, after the biggest majority in a generation. How does that happen? And why does it keep happening, not just in Britain, but everywhere? Here are the numbers, because the numbers are what make this real. 2024, Labour wins 412 seats, one of the biggest majorities in post-war British history. The country is celebrating. People genuinely believed things were about to change. May 2026, Labour receives 17% of the national vote in local elections, joint third place, down nearly half from 2 years earlier. One night, 1,500 council seats lost. Reform UK, a party that barely existed, won 1,454 seats in the same night. 4 cabinet ministers resigned in a single day. The Health Secretary, the Defence Secretary, then more. Andy Burnham resigned as Mayor of Manchester, specifically to run against Starmer. He won his by-election with 25,000 votes. June 22nd, 2026. Keir Starmer resigned. He will be the 6th person to leave 10 Downing Street in 10 years. If Andy Burnham replaces him, Britain will have had 7 prime ministers in a decade. 7 in 10 years. Read that again slowly. So, how does this happen? Here is the honest answer. Starmer won a loveless landslide. That is the exact phrase analysts used. People voted for him, but not because they believed in him. They voted because they were exhausted by 14 years of Conservative government. There is a difference between being chosen and being believed in. Starmer was chosen. He was never believed in. And when you are never believed in, you have no reserve, no loyalty, no group of people who will defend you when things get hard. From the left, he betrayed them. From the right, he represented everything they hated. And the ordinary person in Wigan and Sunderland and Wandsworth felt nothing at all. Nothing is the most dangerous thing a leader can make people feel. One moment captures the whole story. During the election campaign, Starmer knocked on a door at a housing estate in northwest England. A woman answered. He spoke to her. She looked at him and said, "I don't know what you stand for." He had been Prime Minister for nearly 2 years. She didn't know what he stood for. And here is where it stops being a British political story, because this has happened before, many times, in many countries, to many leaders. 2,300 years ago, an Indian scholar named Chanakya wrote the Arthashastra, a complete manual on power, leadership, and governance. He described exactly this type of leader. He said, there are rulers who win power and rulers who earn it, and they are never the same person. Winning power requires strategy. Earning power requires something harder. It requires the people to feel, genuinely feel, that you are governing for them, not for the position, not for the party, for them. Chanakya said, the ruler who wins without earning is standing on sand. Every crisis that comes will take a little more of it, until one morning there is nothing left to stand on. Starmer stood on sand. And when Reform UK came, it washed away in a single night. Here is what makes this genuinely worth being angry about. Britain has had 7 prime ministers in 10 years. 7. Each one promising stability. Each one gone before they delivered it. That is not bad luck. That is a system that has stopped producing leaders people can believe in. And that is not just Britain's problem. Look around the world, count the leaders who genuinely have the trust of the people they govern. They are rare. And they are rare because trust is hard. Winning is easy compared to trust. But here is what Chanakya said that actually matters. He said, trust, once rebuilt, is stronger than trust that was never broken. A country that has been through what Britain has been through, 7 leaders, 10 years, the same betrayal repeated, knows exactly what it does not want. That knowledge, painful as it is the beginning of finding someone it does. Whether Andy Burnham is that person, nobody knows yet. But Britain knows what it is looking for, and that, after 10 years, is more than it had yesterday. Subscribe to the Dharma Room.